22nd, 2025. And if you'll join me with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty. Everybody, now if we can get an adoption for this agenda today.
I move to adopt the agenda for July 22nd.
Andy? Can we get a second?
I'll second.
I second.
Thank you, Ron. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Susan, you're muted.
Aye.
Did I get enough? Thank you. Okay, that motion does carry. Okay, so does anybody need anything from the consent agenda pulled before we act on that? Okay, hearing nothing, we'll entertain a motion for a consent agenda then.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda for July 22nd, 2025 as submitted.
I second it.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Susan. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? That motion carries. Okay, moving along with our action items on item 3A. So this would be request. Take it away, James.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. President, board members. You have in your board packet the June business office report. As you'll see, our M&O expenses and our capital expenses were about aligned to what we do on a regular monthly basis and comparative to last year. Our over $10,000 expense, Laga, we did the best I can on that one. He was our project momentum consultant that was grant funded. We spent a little over $21,000 in Apple buying new iPads for the CTE lab that was funded by the CTE group. Bloom USA, just around $39,000 for lab upgrades. Again, that was CTE funded. Climate Tech, almost $19,000. That was a software upgrade that was mandated by them. And then the last was about just under $50,000 for flooring at the Wellick Center. And if you haven't seen the Wellick Center, it looks beautiful. And that was also grant funded.
Hey, Karen, we're getting
A lot of feedback, yeah. There we go. And compliance items finished. As you're aware, we completed our FY26 proposed and adopted budget. All performance pay for FY25 was completed. We completed our rollover of our accounts payable, payroll, benefits, and we started our new fiscal year processes. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
Anybody have anything for James?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm good.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. Appreciate that. If we can get a motion for James's report.
I'll make a motion to approve the financial reports as submitted.
Second.
Second.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Ron. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? That motion carries. Thank you. Okay, item 3B, which is our first read of all of those policy and advisories. Does anybody have anything to bring up or discuss on those? Oh, good. All right. Then we'll move along. No action needed on that till the next meeting. And now we go to item 3C, which is request for approval of student eligibility rules concerning AIA guidelines for online school students. Dr. Remendini?
Yes, Mr. Malio, members of the board, thank you very much. I just want to point out this item should have been addressed by the governing board on an annual basis. I believe that we have failed to bring this forward. This particular eligibility rule deals with students who are enrolled with and attending online charter schools. The recommendation from the superintendent is that we do not allow these students to participate in our athletics particularly AIA athletics and activities. We have a very fine online school, and students who participate in our online school do have full eligibility to participate in our athletics and activities.
Questions, concerns for Dr. Remendini on that?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up that I've gotten some phone calls this morning. I think we had quite a few students last year who were participating in sports that were part of online charter schools and living here locally. They're particularly half the golf team this spring. That was literally just brought to my attention not too long, like an hour ago. I wasn't aware that we had any local online charter schools, but we do apparently have those. And so those local students who chose alternate with some of our sports getting enough participants. And my concern is that this may alienate some of our Wickenburg locals and our public. I do believe we have a great online school in WVA. Again, my concern is for the community that we currently have in Wickenburg and the alternative school options that I was not aware included an online charter school, but apparently it does. And that some of those students would now not be able to participate, and that I was told last year some of those students were able to, and then some others were not. So it was a very mixed, I think, admission. I don't know if how true that is again, but some did get to participate last year in sports and some didn't. And so we gave kind of mixed signals. And again, I just was told about this. So I'm coming in kind of late to the game on this particular action item with online charter schools. But again, my concern is for the general public of Wickenburg, the community, and the kids in Wickenburg. I do agree, though, that we have a great online school. Again, we have a lot of people from all over the country that come here for different events and want to participate in our athletics.
Well, I think it's time we corrected a wrong because they should not have participated in our sports if they're not in our schools. I don't care what team it is. It's just, if they want to participate in our sports, then they enroll in the virtual academy if they don't want to go in person. That's my view. I don't care, it was wrong. So now we can correct it. And the public, if they don't like it, I don't care. It's our district, our kids, and we should be concerned about our kids and not those that are out there going to other forms of schools. That's my opinion.
I'm going to add to that. I agree with Ron. I am going to say I would like to hear from Barbara about how much of what Susan said just now, what was brought to her attention, if there's truth in some of that, and if there's some background information we don't know. So I'd like to hear from Dr. Remendini if we could.
Yes, and I'll give as much information as I can. It is true that in the past there have been some students who our schools participate in our events, athletics or events. The only one that I know is verified participated in our theater program. I don't know for sure that there were students who participated in any of our athletics. I would not discount that or disbelieve that, but in having conversations last year at the high school, I do believe it was not formalized and should have been formalized. Like I said, we can't fix what we did incorrectly in the past. We have no record of the governing board of Wickenburg ever taking action on this, but this has been an AIA requirement for many years, and wanting to make sure that we get that on the record of what this board, if the board is going to allow students who attend online charter schools to participate and move forward. Again, it is likely that has happened in the past.
Thank you, Dr. Remendini. I appreciate that I do want to go back just for a second. These are student eligibility rules as they apply to AIA, or does that include all programs or just sports? This Article
It is
15.
any AIA athletic or activity. It's athletes or activities.
Activities such as theater, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so it's all activities, all sports. Okay, thank you. That's what I have to offer.
Did
All
you,
right.
did you say that included theater or it did not include theater?
AIA recognizes theater and the performing arts as an AIA event. We recognize it as an AIA event, whether they participate in competitions or not.
So basically, we're talking. I think it's the 15.2.2 in that article. The student eligibility rules apply to all interscholastic competition in sports, governed to non-athletic activities as well. So that includes theater, choir, of course, all sports. That would include anything in our CTE program and basically anything, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm with Ron on this one.
All right. Sandy, is there anything that you need to kick in or want to kick in on that before we take
Oh,
action?
I'm listening, and I feel that I was elected to support our students, and I'm behind our students. We do have a good online school, so, you know, there's no reason why they can't go to online school at our school.
Totally agree. Our WVA has been, over the years that I've been on the board, it has been modeled, remodeled, revamped, and conditioned for things like this. Anybody that doesn't care to come on campus or they're whatever, for whatever reason, they go on these competitions. They're the horse circuit people. It was modeled for that, so they can still participate in their functions in another state while they're enrolled in WVA. Our program is stellar. They're accredited, and there's not any reason why that has to happen. So I am going to stop talking and entertain a motion for the vote. Unless anybody else has anything else they want to add. Okay. We will entertain our motion for the vote.
Okay, I think I'm on, just a second. Okay, yeah. I will make a motion to approve the practice of not allowing online charter school students or other students not enrolled in Wickenburg Unified School District in any interscholastic athletics or activities for the 2025-2026 school year. So
I second that.
Okay, thank you, Ron. Thank you, Karen. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you for that.
okay, and just a note, I did make a slight change to the motion than that was in the recommendation, because the recommendation just says online charter schools, and I said any school that's not if they're not enrolled in Wickenburg.
I was just going to say that wasn't what it says in here is online charter schools, and that's what we were voting on.
Yes.
But I made the motion that it was any school that is,
Yeah.
you know,
So
so
I think-
whether it's charter schools or if it's some other school, it doesn't matter if it's not Wickenburg. That was what the motion was.
But I think and I could be wrong, Barbara can correct me. What we're voting on are AIA guidelines for online charter schools. So I think that's the only thing
That's correct.
we can.
Yep.
And
Yes.
if I may, Mr. President, I would recommend that
Yes.
the governing board deal with this particular issue with students attending online charter schools and allow for further discussion about other categories of students who may be getting their education in other methods. That's my recommendation to the governing board at this time. It is your
Yeah.
meeting. You decide what the item is.
Yes, I think the point that Sandy was, I was just going to say the same thing. This action item was set up for request for approval of student eligibility rules, Article 15, concerning AIA guidelines for online charter schools for the fiscal year 2025 to 26. So that's where the motion needed to be, is for that topic only, because the other things are going to come up at later meetings, the other categories. So Ron, you'll still have your piece, but not for this particular motion. We can't alter this, or we're not altering this motion. Okay?
So,
Therefore, do we need to say it again and vote again? That's one question. My second question is, as I understand it, this has to be, what we just are getting ready to do has to be done every year according to Article 15. Am I correct?
Yes, you are. This is a every year before school starts function moving forward. It was supposed to already be that way, and we've never done this. So,
And I would suggest then we put it more like April or May or something like that, to help families make decisions. Maybe, if that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I agree with that, Karen.
Me too.
so, all right, so let's, to clean this up so that there's not any question, not any arguments, not any public, whatever, drawback on this. Let's do the motion as stipulated, and then we'll vote again, just to clean it all up.
Okay, do you want me to withdraw the previous motion and then redo this one?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, I withdraw the previous motion and make the motion to approve the practice of not allowing online charter school students to participate in interscholastic athletics or activities for the 2025-2026 school year.
Thank you, Ron.
Second.
Thank you, Karen. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That motion does officially pass. Thank you for that. And items for future agendas. Announcements and calendar. And we'll move along to closing of the meeting.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion does carry, and we are adjourned at 10:49.